Hi, this is Dave Hammer, sharing a video which brings forth Bruce Jarrell's passion for early American furniture. This is one of his versions of a colonial tea table for which he forged the ironwork base using tubing for the spindle and half-inch solid steel for the legs. Here's Bruce in his own words.
Well, I've always been a fan of early American furniture, particularly pie crust tables, tea tables, Windsor benches, etc. And I always wanted to get to a point where I could make a light enough tea table that it didn't weigh 50 pounds, that it weighed 10 pounds, and that it looked delicate. So here's an early rendition of that. So this has a 19-inch diameter walnut top on it. It's got a plum pudding finish. If you notice the texture of this, it looks like plum pudding. So it's a nice piece of walnut. And my sister Bess has carved a simple scallop border around this. Her friend did the original turning, and then she did the carving. So Charlie Vuolo did the turning. And it's a very nice piece, and it's hand finished with shellac, multiple layers of shellac. So the top is here very delicate and probably weighs a pound or two. The bottom, of course, is the ironwork. This spindle here has the shape of an early American tea table. The only difference is that most tea tables didn't have a spiral carved into them. You might occasionally see a barley twist rasped into it. You also might see a bird cage up here which allowed the top to swivel, but I chose not to do that in this particular rendition. So it's a very delicate spindle that gets to 7/8 of an inch here at the top and 1 3/4 it looks like down here. This is one piece from here all the way down to here. This is an added piece. There's a through bolt here with a keeper at the bottom that holds this together. This is all done on Dave's power hammer with special dies, and it's probably a total of a 10 to 12 hour forging from beginning to end, I would guess. The legs are cut from 1/2-inch stock and tapered hot, and then a mating slot is made between the leg and the spindle here so that these actually slide up and lock into place, and the keeper holds them into place, although I usually put a small tack weld there just to keep them rigid. And then once these have been tapered this way, you put the final curve in, and I add this spade foot after the legs have been forged. I've just found that it's a lot easier to drill and tap a piece to put on the bottom there and then torch weld it in place. So nice, it's a nice rigid leg, it's a delicate leg. When you look at the weight of this, this center pedestal from top to bottom being one piece is 1 pound 11 ounces. Each leg is about 1 pound 4 ounces. So when you look at this table total, it's around 10 pounds in weight. So this particular spindle started with 1 3/4 inch diameter OD tube with a wall thickness of about 0.73. So not quite just over a 1/16 of an inch. It is seamed, it is welded tube, so there's an electric weld when they make the tube that goes up and down here, but you would be hard pressed to be able to find it. The longitudinal weld forges just fine as long as you keep things hot. And of course, you hand hammer this surface as well to give it some texture.
Thanks for watching.